to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. New Jersey mother convicted of erasing her 23-month-old son, dismembering him and burning the remains. Jurors convicted a New Jersey mother of all charges for erasing her 23-month-old son. Not only did Nakira M. Griner, 28, harming young Daniel Griner Jr., ending his life, but she dismembered his body and burned the remains. Griner was convicted Wednesday of first-degree murder, second-degree desecration of human remains, second-degree endangering the welfare of a child, fourth-degree tampering with evidence, and second-degree false public alarm. As part of the deliberations, the jury also found the child victim was less than 14 years of age, an aggravating factor that would require the defendant face a sentence of mandatory life imprisonment without eligibility for parole. Sentencing is set for Feb. 21 at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, some 3 years after the crime. On Feb. 8, 2019, Griner called 911 several times, saying a man attacked her while she was pushing Daniel in his stroller on the way to a local deli. She also said she had the child strapped to a holster on her chest, reportedly told cops that the attacker repeatedly kicked her while she was on the ground and then took Daniel in the stroller and ran. But defendant Griner's story changed over time during the search for Daniel. She failed a polygraph test. Authorities searched the family's home on Woodland Drive. Canine led investigators to Daniel's burned and dismembered remains, which had been stuffed in his mother's purse and buried under a backyard shed. He was burned so badly that it was difficult to immediately figure out what happened to him, a prosecutor had said. An autopsy conducted by the county medical examiner concluded that Daniel's death was a homicide caused by blunt force trauma. The report also noted that the child had suffered multiple bone fractures. Griner eventually admitted that she hit Daniel because he would not eat nor listen to her, NJ.com reported, citing a criminal complaint document. Griner made calls from jail in which she said that Daniel sustained his injuries by falling down the stairs and that she did what she did to him in an effort to cover up the bruises on the boy's body, prosecutors have said. You know, I can only imagine the guy that she theorized that she was making up in her mind that was attacking her. I can only imagine. And the fact of the matter that she decided to lie and state that this was she didn't want to state that, oh, it was a Kruger, a panther, West Nile crocodile or something. She didn't want to, in a sense, saying that it was aliens attack. She didn't want to go for anything like that. She wanted to say specifically it was a man that was doing it in the New Jersey area. And the main reason why she stated that she was doing this was because her son, her little son, was not listening to her and he wasn't eating. I'm pretty sure there are some black men hating network lovers out there that are eating up the story and they're praising the story. They got their wine glasses and they're just laughing and cheering and gleeing to the heavens. I could swear somebody stated that every single time a young black boy or black man dies, those black women get their wings. I could swear that's how that goes, right? Right. So, as I stated previously before, these things don't really get talked about. And if they do, there's a lot of people that want to bring up excuses. They want to say, like, oh, well, it's sad that that happened, but where was the father? The father should have been there. If the father was in the life of the child, yada, yada, yada. And I keep telling people, I don't know what y'all smoking on. I was raised by a single parent, and none of this ever happened. None of this ever happened. Uh, like I said before, the breed that is out here, I don't know what to tell y'all, because obviously people are cut differently. Because my mother would have never done anything like this, nor has she ever attempted to do anything like this. She was a mother. She is a caring, loving woman who made sure to take care of me and give me the best things possible. And like I said, a lot of y'all don't need to be having kids. I'm not sure how difficult that is to do. It should be pretty difficult given the variety of options of contraceptives and birth control that is directly out here. But for some odd reason, you still have people directly out here that opt to have unprotected relations with individuals. Therefore, by creating a child, therefore, they have to take care of no matter how the situation ended up. Because at the end of the day, no matter how it goes, you put yourself in these situations. So just like she put herself in that situation, she put herself in this situation, which led to her being locked up. Why? Because her child wasn't listening. Her child wasn't eating. That doesn't even sound like a mother at all. What is that? What is that? Like that's ridiculous. That is 1000% ridiculous. I've never heard such nonsense in my life. And I promise you, there's going to be people out there that's going to deflect away from the story, that's not going to specifically talk about this, and they're going to try to shift the blame directly on whoever. Like I said, I don't know who the father is. The father could be anybody because, like I said, she decided to say a man was attacking her. She could have said a woman was, but she decided to say it was a man. So, like I said, in general, it could be any man out here that could be the father of this child. I don't specifically know. New Jersey is quite diverse, if I stand corrected. So, I'm just simply saying, just my observation. But like I said before, where are all of those black women to try to condemn this type of behavior? We're the ones to try to put a stop to this. Where are those out there to specifically speak to these young women to stop them from going out here having unprotected relations? Or if they did have unprotected relations, where are the women out here to educate, to assist, to help these young women who are raising children? Because obviously they don't have common sense. Because obviously their mother didn't teach them that if they even had a mother, because obviously a woman who has a mother would never treat her children like this. Never. Like I said, at the end of the day, I am, for the children because a lot of adults tend not to want to speak for, protect, um, or in a sense try to be a voice for the kids directly out here. That child didn't ask to be here, but yet this is what this child had to deal with. Had to deal with coming through a mother that realistically didn't want him, then came up with an excuse in order to not only take the child's life, but to also disassemble the child as if it's Exodia pieces from some Yu-Gi-Oh deck. That's ridiculous. That is 1000% ridiculous. All you had to do was give the child up to a friend, give the child up to a family, drop the child off directly to the police or the fire department, a mall, a church, a nunnery, something. You, as a parent, you have no right at all to take a child's life. I don't care if you did have a hand in creating that child. That is still not your life. But I guess that's too difficult for a lot of quote unquote adults to actually understand. So I guess that's why we will continue having stories just like this.